Hey everyone, welcome to a set 11 deck profile for Pudding. One very fun leader to check out with some new support, right? This 8-drop category is very strong and it is just a ton of fun. Honestly, Pudding was one of the most fun I had with an older leader but new support. So if you guys are looking forward to a deck profile, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and if you want to support me in any way, check out the description. I've got a coupon code for Ned and Garden if you guys want to pick up any playmats. Speaking of Pudding, you can check out the Whole Cake Island playmat and use my code Straw Hat Pecan for 5% off on top of their sales. But let's get into it. If you're unfamiliar with Pudding, she's a purple and yellow ramp focused leader, getting into those big bodies very quickly, obviously. 5k power with the Big Mom Pirates type. When attacking, you may turn the top 2 cards from your life face up. Add 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck and set it as rested. So, I do have a few ways that we can flip our life back down, right? With like Viola, such, make Flambe, takes a life, so such like that. And the 6-drop Katakuri, of course, being another ramp option. And we get new cards like Zeus, very nice in archetype, so it is searchable. A lot of yellow decks are running this, even if it's not searchable. So the fact that it is for us is just even better. We've got the 2-cost Katakuri that is so good for us with this 8-drop. For essentially 2 Dawn, you can cheat this out if your opponent is 8 Dawn. Because he's a 2 Dawn, active main, trash this character if your leader has the Big Mom Pirates type. Play 1 Charlotte Katakuri from your hand with a cost of 3 or greater, and a cost equal to that of the number of Dawn on your opponent has. So as long as your opponent has 8 Dawn, you can play out this Katakuri for 2 Dawn, which is so good. That's why we're also running the yellow Katakuri and the blocker Katakuri as some more defense and just a way to always have some value out of this one, right? And also this Katakuri as well, right? There's just a lot of Katakuri in this. We got the 6-drop, that 6/7/1. On play, flip the top card of your life face down, add 1 Dawn card, and set it as active, which is very nice, active ramp. We got the 8-cost blocker, and a turn. Set 2 of your Big Mom Pirates type characters as active, and then add 1 Dawn, set as rested. We don't do too much Dawn minusing once we get to 10 Dawn. You could for this Big Mom, but we don't really get to utilize it as much. I don't think we really can utilize it, right? I guess you could with this. No, you can't, right? This is activate main. So this is really primarily for the purple Katakuri for the on opponent's attack, right? So yeah, really not Dawn minusing, but it's the fact that you can restand 2 of your Big Mom Pirates type as active, which is very nice. Basically, you can swing with your blocker, then block out with it on your opponent's turn. We got another Searcher, Pudding, 1-cost purple. The activate main isn't really relevant too much in this deck. It's just another Searcher. We have 2 Searchers now. We got the new 10 cost that I really like. This 10-12 rush, just having another option on 10 Dawn if you need like another swing for a turn, it's very nice. It gains rush, not from an on play too, so it's very good against Blackbeard. Because obviously against Blackbeard, you never really got to use your 10 drop because they would obviously be turning off your on plays. But this is just a way to be aggressive instead. We got Viola, 2 Dawn, blocker, 0k power. On play, choose one of the following. Look at all of your opponent's life and rearrange them in an order, or turn over your life cards face down. So very nice to use our lead ability twice. Get 2 Dawn, right? Flambe, searchable 2k counter. On play, you may add 1 card from top or bottom of your life card to your hand, then draw 1 card. Again, a way to get a life card. So that way we might be able to like use leader ability to ramp, or use Katakuri and then leader ability, right? If you're at 2 face-up life cards, for example, you can use Flambe to take 1, and then the next one you can use Katakuri to flip back over, and then ramp again with leader ability. We got the second Searcher Pudding, then we've got the classic 10 Mom, 10-12 on play. You heal 1, then you trash 1 from your opponent's life. We got a couple of 8-cost Katakuri. Add 1 character with a cost of 8 or less to the top or bottom of the owner's life face up. Nice to get rid of an opponent's 8-cost Katakuri like that. Or like a secret rare Luffy. We got Beji. Classic Veg, right? One of your opponent's leader characters won't be able to attack out of trigger. So nice. We got Zeus, like I said, the new 2K that has a lot of play. On play, add 1 card from the top or bottom of your life cards to your hand, then KO a 5 cost. Super good. This is the upgraded Thunderbolt. It has counter. You add a life instead of trashing it. We have the category blocker, 5/6/1. Activate main. You can turn the top card of your life face up, then give one of your leader press to Don. You know, not super relevant if you need to swing 1 Don higher, I guess, but you know, it's mainly like another category we could use off of this, right? Then we got just a bunch of 0 cost events. There are a lot of bricks still in the deck, even though we're hiding behind an 8 cost blocker that we can cheat out multiple of per turn. It's always nice to have a lot of 0 cost, right? But that's the list. Let's get into some games. We got Kobe. That's so tempting, right? We're going second, or no, first. So not bad to... I think just because we have this category, right? That kind of means we can ramp. So on our 3 Don turn, we can just swing. If we get a Viola, that'd be nice too, obviously. Let's see, they trashed Kuzan. Okay, so no. So we're just gonna go boom. I'm not gonna play out this early because it was 0 cost in a category, so that's nice. That's the first card, right? Because they can attack into active characters a lot in Kobe. So we'll just do this. Hopefully we'll take the next hit to our life. And then we'll use the 6 cost category to ramp 1, then leader ability again. So we'll be at 10 the next turn. You know, very classic, just ramp into 10 mom strategy. And then we can also rush out with another 10 mom too. Okay, so can't activate block. That's fair because we do run Viola, right? We'll take. So that is we'll flip, and then we get to swing 6, and then use leader ability. What do we get next? A Pidgey. That is crazy. But now he knows it's there, so we can play around it, right? We have to wait for him to be at 8 Don, then we can cheat out this category for 2 Don. So it's nice to have like another backup blocker, so you can on like, I mean, just 7 Don, you can get out 2 blockers, an 8 cost and a 5 cost. Gives us 2 1K counters. And next turn we just slam down our 10 mom, then follow it up with a rush 10 mom. Even if he does swing into the Katakuri, puts out Borsalino. I mean, we did ramp pretty quickly, getting an entire turn ahead. Right, because I think a lot of his swing into active is like a 5 cost to 7 cost range, so he could have maybe, but like 7K stat line is a lot, right? Being the ramp, we kind of got a little ahead. 5. We can take 1, and then I just counter out this 5, so we can maybe get some value out of the Betchy. We'll go 5 at life. If he blocks, we might just swing into the Borsalino. I think that's like a big debate right now, you know. 5 cards in hand, so maybe he doesn't have a lot of counter. So you don't want to just always free block unless, you know, if you want to keep your blocker for a bigger swing, for example, right? If you can counter out of the 5, you might keep the blocker in case there's a much bigger swing that you can't counter out of later on. Like we do have a 7K, but he does. So we'll pressure the blocker, sure. I don't know if he's running like the Sengoku or anything to like bring this back. Honestly, it's been a while since I've looked at set 11 stuff, I'll be honest. He gives us 2 1Ks. So he is running Sengoku. Okay. We'll just slam down the 10 mom. He lost a secret rare Kobe. Man, the secret rare is a lot of fun. Being able to attack active characters, right? And then give your leader, yeah, plus 1000 power. Plays with Habari. I don't know, I'm also like, sword characters are also really cool in the anime and the manga. So I do want to check out Kobe. For sure, for sure. But the only thing is like, it's not like a traditional black like removal type of deck. Oh, he did. Oh, minus. I don't think I want to save actually. Right, and like a lot of the removal is just swinging into active characters. But like if I have something huge like this, it's like what are you gonna like swing into, right? Can't really swing into 12k power unless you use a lot of power reduction. I don't know. I was also just like kind of crazy. Like I remember them adding he is at 8 Dawn, so we'll take. Cool, we got Zeus. Like adding the set 11 stuff on the sim, and now like set 11's coming out, and it's like, oh, it feels like it was so quick, right? Does anyone else feel like the time between set 10 and 11, it's like, it feels crazy. You can only attack characters, right? Or no? I don't know. Let's go 10. We can do the rush 10 mom. Or we can play out like a couple of blockers. We can actually play out both blockers. I think that's better. We can play out 2 8-cost blockers. Let's go 12 at life. Play out. And then we'll go here. Trash to play out that. Like, that just seems so crazy. Get out 16 Dawn of blocker value. I mean, it's not the craziest, but for 2 Dawn to get out 8 Dawn of value, absolutely wild. I'm very glad this is leader locked. Imagine if Blue Purple Luffy had this would be insane, right? But the fact that it's leader locked is so good. And why I really like playing Pudding. Now, he can swing into these with a lot of his abilities and characters, but again, 8k is still very high to swing into, even with the power reduction from this, right? Going -2 on the big mom, so it's a 10k. All right, we can block out if we need to, but we do also have a lot of counter. Like, our hand is primarily counter. What is also when attacking? Character gets 1000 power. Yeah, I forgot. Okay, yeah. So it becomes a 7k, right? We'll block. Definitely really strong, but again, against these very high stat lines, I don't know if it's gonna make too much of a difference. Very hard to let's see, we'll counter with Veggie. Actually, I could have countered one. I don't know why I just didn't counter one. I don't need to play out another blocker. I'll probably just play out the rush. Ooh, yeah, I probably should have countered one here. We can counter 2. I don't need to play out another blocker. I can just play out the 10 mom and probably just go for a game, honestly. Yeah, we'll play out you. Well, actually, we'll swing 5 first. And go 8. We might not even need to play it out. We'll see if he blocks out the 8k. Ah, yeah, GG. All right, we got Blue Purple Luffy and we get to take first. Actually, we could have maybe kept that, but we got a decent hand anyway. You know, trash in 2 life is always going to be good. Yep, just big swing. Katakuri and Zeus. We actually need him to hit us because when I need that Katakuri. Does he? Okay, he goes 7. Does he play out Zoro? Yep. Okay. Let's go. Oh, this is perfect because we'll actually still be able to swing. And then we'll be at 10 Dawn next turn. Hype. And we can start just trashing that life. We ramped faster than him. Nice. I imagine that this is a lot worse if we get second, right? Like, very dice roll dependent type of thing. Let's go just 2k, I guess. He ramps. Does he ramp again? We're going to take this hit anyway. No, he doesn't. Okay. So he's at 8. He is at 8. So next turn, he'll be able to use his lead ability. So let's go into you. Let's go into you. Does he have a 2K? No, this is going to be pretty rough then. Because it trashes life. He hit 8 into 10. So he will be able to do the whole Sanji play, right? But he lost the Sanji from that trash. That's... He picks up a 2K. We'll see Sanji and a Big Mom. So we can just trash that life and then hit him 12 again. So that's pretty hype. And then if he wants to keep that giant online, he's not able to swing into Katakuri. Okay, well, he put the Katakuri into our life. So that's, yeah, fair enough, right? Let's just go 12. 12? That still is going to require a decent amount of counter past the giant. So that's good for us. Right, 12K is... Very nice stat line to swing into a essential 10K, right? With that giant. And it makes him lose the rush Luffy 2K, and he has another 2K in hand, so we know he has another 2K. But he can't... Oh, pudding hurts, for sure. Honestly, it's not the worst hand. Take, and then just Veggie. No blocker. He honestly might survive this, and that's crazy. 22 into 6. If he just uses 2 Gum Gum, but then that puts him down for his lead ability, so he won't be able to use it again, right? Oh, he uses Sunder Bagua. 18, 20. That's crazy. 21. GG. Holy crap. That is so much. 21K. He still had 2 Dawn open, so if he had another counter event, he would have got out of that. The one attack. Getting out of a 22 is actually insane. Oh, we got Calgara and we lost dice roll. Did he take first from me? I love this leader card. He does. Let's see. We got a searcher. We got big moms. I'm gonna keep. I have faith. I believe. And we got our 6 cost. So we would pick up off this. I think we'll honestly pick up a 2K. We already have an 8 cost. We have a 6 cost. You know, the 6 at us will counter 2. And now he doesn't have any information on our hand. Shura, I'm sure that you're going to find something good. And he finds a wiper. We'll pudding searcher. I guess we'll pick up a 8 cost because, you know. And then just go 8 of life, 10 mom, and a Katakuri. Interesting. Okay, hopefully we can survive long enough to play them out, right? We'll definitely... Ooh. Nolan. Interesting way to find Nolan. I like that. I haven't seen too many people... I don't know if the list run it. I haven't seen Calgar lists in a minute, but... Interesting, right? Because you're not able to find... They made your one heal in the deck not searchable, which is kind of crazy. I don't know why... What they've got against Calgara. Look at that face. He's so cool. And we do have to take this hit so we can ramp 2 more times. But that does become scary because obviously scary board. Scary board. But we do have a little counter. We need to survive to play out our 8 costs. We'll take. And we'll use you. And then just swing 7. Hoping for a nice life. Okay, Viola's not great. Pass. It's like if we die here, we die here. Right? 4 swings. We only have 1K counter. You know, and nothing rested, so he can't attack it. Oh god. Yeah, I might just die here. We know these aren't counter. And even if I Big Mom next turn and get rid of like 1 body swinging 7K into it, we're kind of cooked. Unless that last life is just like a 0 cost into a 0 cost. Yeah, this is a very rough hand. I did pick up a brick at one point, but I don't think we had another option, if I remember. And just drawing into a Katakuri is rough. Yeah, he's going to do the heal combo, so... At least some of the swings won't be super high, but it doesn't matter because they're already kind of scary. We can get out of a 7 now, or 6. Oh, he's not playing Nolan? He's going crazy. scary. He can still win if he splits with Shura, actually, and I don't get any counter. I don't want to put that thought out in the universe, but you know. Okay, no. It's going 7. If he goes 5, we can counter out of that. All right. Ooh, okay, blocker. Yikes. Let's go 5 a dog. Thank goodness. 7. You don't need that 5k swing. You don't need it. I've got no counter. This needs to be like a 0 cost into a veggie. He counters out. Interesting. We'll go boom bam. Okay. Please swing into the Katakuri. Please. I'll give it up. I don't know how we survive this. The only thing I can think of is if we get another heal or like 2 8 costs out, 7 at us. That 7 could have gone here, dude. Don't you know? Oh, jeez. Okay. Yeah, we're cooked. That's a lot of bricks. Yeah. Too many bricks, I think. But realistically, I didn't search too many of them. We'll go 2 1. Go for the Katakuri. Okay, yeah, no, GG. GG. He has the 10 cost now. That's interesting. I wanted to try this out too. We got Nami. I think she'd probably want to take first from us. Oh, she took second. No, I think that is her curve, right? We'll keep. We got a Searcher. Got a 10 Mom. It's pretty good to trash her life, you know? We have our Katakuri blocker. Or not blocker, you know? The 6 cost. So let's just swing 8 and go boom. Cool. Searcher is really nice to use with the active Dawn the Katakuri gives you. Go 7 on us. We'll take. They get the draw. Well, no. No, because they had 8, right? What did you put there? All right, we got the 2 cost Katakuri. That's lovely. Let's search. Do I have time to, I think I do have time to pick this up. And we'll go here. Veggie. Now they do have the 8 cost kid to trash life, so we do have to keep that in mind. However, they're only going to be at 6 Dawn where we are at 8, so it's kind of crazy, ramping 3 Dawn in total. It's amazing what 3 Dawn puts you ahead. Oh. Kikinojo. So what did everyone think about the starter decks and all the reveals and everything? I'm disappointed that I fell for the propaganda of that 8 cost Yamato character. However, I want to plead my case that it seems reasonable. How dare you, firstly? Guess we just take and then boom. Like it kind of makes sense in a way from what I read that it was Hody's effect, except it wasn't and/or. It was just or, from what I remember. So that you wouldn't be able to pick and choose. So even though it was an objectively better character in terms of like it having counter, stop doing that. It's rude. Right? Like it had counter, whereas Hody's a brick. But not being able to pick both a... Do I not have 2Ks? I also... Well, maybe I should counter out, like, you know, the 2 ones so that... But he doesn't have any blockers. Do we just go 22 and hope to win? So I'm losing train of thought. The Yamato was an 8 cost AK power that... He must have 1 Dawn open. I'm going to swing 22 anyway. And he doesn't get the draw. He plays out a blocker. Okay, rude. Rude. It's a perfect response. Because I was just swing 22. Let's go 12. I can go 12 again with the Big Mom, but we have to see what he does. It was an 8-8 1K counter and rush on play, either rest 2 blockers or 2 Dawn. And I think, oh, he did, wait, what? Oh, he just had like no counter. Never mind. He had no counter. So he just blocks out and then I just go 17. So yeah, fair enough. GG. He had like 8-8-1. So it has counter to Hody. But the sole fact that it can't split between resting 1 blocker and 1 Dawn, it had to either do one or the other, I think is a big enough difference that people might still run Hody in some instances. I don't know. Right? Like there's so many times where I rest 1 blocker and 1 Dawn, right? I just wanted it for my Wano only build anyway. I just wanted it, you know? I wanted it. I wanted to believe, but I still like a lot of the support. You know, I'm not hating too much on the Yamato stuff. It's not obviously as good as Blackbeard support, right? Like the Blackbeard support was actually crazy. Like that deck needed even more consistency and amazing pieces, you know? Like they are amping that deck up to be tier 1 for a long time, you know? I don't really know how good it'll still do into blue purple, if it's enough to deal with that, but just overall that deck got so much great support. And I agree, yeah, the Shanks, it's more red purple Uta and Uta support anyway. I'm still happy with the Yamato stuff. I'm still happy with it. I'm still excited to make my Wano only build for Yamato, but man, I wish we had a Hody replacement for that deck. Man, I wish we had Hody replacement. I'm just gonna lie in the videos and say that Hody was in Wano for 1 filler episode that you guys just don't remember. But yeah, GG. Sorry about the tangent that I got sidetracked on. Yeah, super fun deck. Again, relying on a cost blocker doesn't always work, as you saw, for having so many bricks in the deck. Obviously, we can ramp so quickly into 10 if we get first, but if we get second, we're always at a little bit of a disadvantage, you know? Our going first curve is just so significantly better. But when so many other decks want to go first in the meta, it's just like unfortunate, you know. But still, Pudding, very fun leader. Very nice to try out this new support, and it's so strong. And I'm very excited to try it out in set 11. Once this all comes out, I got to get my playset of Katakuri, I guess. But yeah, let me know what you think of the deck. Also, are you guys excited to play Pudding, or what are you excited to play in set 11? Of course, let me know down in those comments. And anything you would change, do differently in the list if you've been trying out Pudding. Or anything that you've been excited for this 8-cost category. I feel like this is like one of those really good SRs in the set. So I'm always curious to see what people are cooking up with it. Like what other purple decks are you running with this? But yeah, either way, leave a like, subscribe, and hope to see you all on the next one. Bye-bye.